Last week, I attended the Agile Summit in Taiwan, and much to my surprise, there were many Agile evangelists there talking about their practical experience of adopting Agile methodologies. Also, I met some fans there. It's incredible for me to meet them in person. And in many talking sessions, I kept hearing a word, value. In traditional product management, the team tends to communicate through detailed specifications. So the product managers are required to generate a lot of design documents. If the development team misunderstands what the documents mean, they will deliver features that customers dislike and further triggers conflicts between the product managers and the development team. The product manager feels the development team does not fully comprehend the customer's expectations, while the development team feels the product manager does not provide sufficient information for them. This is a typical issue that both sides does not communicate on the same base. Additionally, traditional project management emphasizes prior planning. That means everything should be fully prepared and under control. For example, we will follow the pipeline process, plan, design, implementation, test, and deliver, and expect the deliverables to meet the customer's requirements. However, the development process often causes big bang release that takes long cycle to complete. Even worse, customers might discover the deliverables don't meet their expectation, and everything should be restarted again. The team don't care if they are delivering what customers most care about, and they don't restrict the scope of features. Everything should be completed in one time. Lastly, product managers need to collaborate with various stakeholders, including users, customers, development teams, and business owners. This collaboration can be challenging, especially when different stakeholders have different perspectives and priorities. For example, when I was a technical project manager, I had to collaborate with many product managers, and I often saw they have to hold several meetings with various divisions to make alignment with ultimate product goals. Any changes will make them suffer. To relieve the above scenarios, I strongly suggest you come up with the source of a product, requirements, because they are the ultimate root causes of communication, prioritization, scope change, collaboration, and alignment. But how? In Agile development, please adopt user story instead of redundant documents. Hello guys, I'm Andy, your Agile Coach. This channel aims to talk about Agile practices from live cases in a comprehensible manner, boost the team collaboration efficiency with Agile methodologies, and help people adopt the Agile mindset in their daily life. If you don't want to miss any valuable Agile content, subscribe me and turn on the bell to receive my weekly updates. Today, I would like to tell you a common technique we usually use, user stories, what they are, how to write them, and how they work. If you want to build overlaps between the development team and the business, I strongly suggest you watch this video till the end. Because user stories not only represent a minimum shippable unit of requirements, but also provide rooms for the developers to know why they are going to deliver them, trying to build a customer-centric mindset and craft products that customers really love. At the end of the video, I will give you a gift to help you grow on the Agile project management skills. So, what is a user story? To put it simple, a user story is a minimum doable scenario that reveals the motivation and actions from a user's perspective. That is totally a different angle when it comes to managing requirements. Because in traditional project management, we always focus on what to implement, but we don't care about whether we are generating what customers love. For example, when I was a software engineer, I would follow the documents to implement features without any doubts. Did I care about the business value? No. Did I care about if customers really want these features? No. What I really cared about was completing the work and getting my salary on time. Conversely, as well applying the user stories, we have to learn how to implement features from users' perspective. Generally, we will follow a specific writing format to state the requirements. As a specific role, I want to take some action so that I could fulfill the motivation. In this format, there are 3 components we should notice. The role represents a customer in some scenarios with attributes. Usually, we derive it from a persona that should be defined in the product discovery phase. And then, we have to clarify what kinds of actions the role would take to fulfill his requirements. Finally, the motivation stands for the reason why the role takes actions. Let's take a real example in e-commerce platform. If I write a user story, as a customer, I want to pay for a book with a credit card so that I don't have to go to the bookstore. In this example, we clearly state the role, the action, and the motivation for the scenario from a customer's perspective. For a product owner or product manager, the user story could help them communicate the use cases and the business value with the developers. So they could collaborate to clarify whether there are any questions instead of talking about technical specs that don't bring business value to the scenarios. And for developers, they could start cultivating their own business vision from customers' perspectives. Rather than just completing a feature, the overlap between the engineering and the customer's requirements is where the business value is. I just took a simple example to tell you how a user story helps the team to communicate on the same base with consistent scenarios. Here, I'm going to show you a concrete example to explain how user story assists a team prioritize items and manage the scope of features, and reach alignment with stakeholders. Let's talk about a general item, bus tracking system. I think it's been common in many countries for people to track the real-time information of buses, no matter route information, neighboring stops, and bus tracking. Even if it seems simple, in fact, it needs considering many user scenarios to fully realize its business value. As a product owner, I will try to depict the topic in a comprehensible manner to help the development team as well as the stakeholders to grab the overview of the system. I take an app, Taipei Bus Link, as an instance. As a product owner, I will use a hierarchical structure to present the epic, the themes, and the user stories. On the canvas, I clearly show you how the epic is built from various themes, which are composed of corresponding user stories. If you are stakeholders, the canvas will help you get the primary work needed to fulfill the system, and you could communicate with the product owner to prioritize these themes or user stories instead of making big bang releases. Most importantly, the process will align stakeholders' expectations with business values. Besides that, the product owner could collaborate with the development team to further refine user stories such that the themes could satisfy user scenarios as possible as they could. Once they find the timeline is insufficient for them to achieve a complete theme, they should refine the scope of user stories to achieve minimum feasible solutions, inspect and adapt to results. In my opinion, there are three primary benefits when it comes to user stories. Firstly, it brings customer focus. User stories emphasize understanding the needs, goals, and experiences of the end users. By focusing on the who, what, and why of a requirement, user stories help product owners maintain a customer-centric approach. This ensures that the product addresses specific user needs and delivers values to the target audience. And then, it enables clear communication. User stories offer a concise and easily understandable format for expressing requirements. They provide a shared language that bridges the gap between the product owner, development team, and stakeholders. With user stories, product owners can effectively communicate the desired functionality and outcomes, reducing ambiguity and ensuring a common understanding among all involved parties. Finally, it helps the team prioritize product backlogs and manage the scope of features. User stories enable product owners to arrange requirements based on customer value and business goals. By breaking down requirements into smaller, manageable units, product owners can access and rank user stories according to their importance and impact. This allows for efficient scope management, ensuring that the most valuable and impactful features are delivered early and frequently. To sum up, user stories offer significant value to product owners by promoting a customer-focused mindset, facilitating clear communication, supporting prioritization and scope management, enabling iterative development, fostering collaboration, and emphasizing value delivery. By leveraging user stories, product owners can effectively drive the development of successful products that meet user needs and achieve business objectives. In this video, I pointed out three primary pain points most product owners encounter: the fundamentals of writing user stories, an extensive example and conclude 3 benefits of using the artifact. If you still have other pain points, now I provide a one-on-one free online consulting service. You just need to reserve for a web call in the description. I will answer your questions as possible as I could. Just remember to send a private message to tell me who you are through my LinkedIn profile, Instagram, Twitter, or Reddit account. Otherwise, your reservation might be cancelled. Anyone who messages me will be rewarded with a free material to help you grow on the project management skills. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe me, and comment below if you have any questions. I'm Andy, your Agile Coach. Bye bye.